All right, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jeremy Wyman from CardinalSportsZone.com, and I'll be your moderator for the Louisville live stream chat on the Rave Sports app brought to you by the U of L Collective, the 502 Circle. The purpose of this innovative idea is to bring Cardinals past and present together so you, the fans, can talk to the athletes you love. We'll have 20 minutes on the clock to ask any questions you like. Last 2 minutes of the show, we do rapid fire. So when I give the 2-minute warning, guys, just give me really short answers to whatever questions I ask. Tonight, we welcome in two very special guests. First off, they call him the Burner. The 5'10 junior back from Nichols, Georgia, is a dog, and he's had more than a cup of coffee in the D1 game. He appeared in all 14 games last season on special teams and at the running back position, where he averaged an impressive 4.6 yards per carry. Got his first touchdown last season in college, definitely not his last. 160 yards rushing in the bowl game versus Cincinnati as a sophomore, where he averaged a whopping 4.5 yards per carry that season. A wide receiver convert from high school where he was a Region 5A Athlete of the Year. To me, it's always going to be Mo Turner, Mo Problems for your defense. It's my man, Maurice Turner. Maurice, what's good, man?
What's up with y'all, man? I appreciate you for having me here.
Hey, we appreciate y'all hopping on, but that's not all, man, because we got somebody else from I'm going to need you to help me pronounce the high school. Is it Belen?
Yeah, Belen Jesuit.
Belen Jesuit High School. And that's in one of Card Nation's favorite hometowns of Homestead, Florida. The 5'11", 220-pound running back will be going through his first season as a Cardinal. He came here from a school that we really don't even have many issues with anymore, including a decisive victory last year in the clutch. Okay, all jokes aside, this Cardinal running back rushed for nearly 1,000 yards and 6 scores in 25 games in his prior place. The 4-star running back was ranked the 6th best running back in his class, top 45 player overall. He played in the Army All-American game in 2020, was a participant of the prestigious event named The Opening. He left his high school as the school's all-time leading rusher with 4,511 yards, 60 touchdowns, 442 rushes. That's right. If you're doing the math, that's 10.2 yards per rush. He was the 2-time Dade County Player of the Year. It's our guy, Don Chaney Jr. Don, what's good, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm sitting here. I had to turn the fan off because it was creating a distraction in the background. I'm sweating my big behind off, but I appreciate y'all joining us tonight. It's hot in the Ville today. Thanks for hopping on. So here's how things work. The viewers are going to ask y'all questions for the entire session. When there are breaks in between questions, I'll ask some questions. So let's see. Do we have any questions? Well, thank you. I appreciate the love on the intros. I work really hard on them intros because I want to see them smile when I say the intros, and that's kind of what I do in my other line of work. Is doing introductions, so it is what it is. Yes, we got some dogs in the backfield for sure. One of the deepest running back rooms I've ever seen here. All right, let's go. Let's go with you first. Can I call you Mo?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I didn't
Maurice.
want to just act like we've been best friends forever when we're just meeting. So, all right, make sure. Even though I'm always in the, you can ask any of the other Cardinal Sports Zone members. I'm always in the lift. Every time you touch the ball, I'm like, Mo Turner, Mo Problems. So let's go. Favorite part about the city and the program?
Favorite part about the city? I would say everything because I'm from a small city, small town, and I just like seeing all the big city buildings because I'm not used to seeing it. I'm used to seeing country roads, long roads, and just open fields. So just being a little just feel like a big change for me. That's what I like about the city.
Don, what about you? What do you like about the city? I know it's a big difference from Miami to Louisville, but what are your thoughts on the city as a whole?
Oh man, what don't I like? I mean, I really like everything about the city. I think that everything in the city is more calm. You know, I'm more from a place where there's like a lot of rah and a lot going on, and you know, it's a more calmer like environment for me, and you know, my family like loves that I'm in a more calmer environment because I can, you know, focus more on football without all the extracurricular activities that's going on outside of football, which is a really great opportunity for me to focus up and just get everything done and do what I need to get done.
Don, I'm gonna ask Wes this question in a second, but what made you pick Louisville? Because you're coming from the U. What made you be like, I want to be a part of the Louisville football program?
Man,
So after we beat him, he said, "Oh yeah, I want to go there."
but definitely it's like like they put the world on notice a lot last year. Like Louisville put the world on notice, like college football. They definitely put them on notice, and everyone's been watching them all last year, including me. Like even before we even played them, I was watching them. I was very intrigued on like what they had going on, the way they plan for games, like how they did their in game stuff, and it was very intriguing. So that was definitely like a top priority that I was looking for coming out, like knowing that I was going to enter the transfer portal. It was just like I want to know, like I want to go somewhere where like these guys can compete, and they do what they have to do to win. They get their stuff done. Like you, I don't know if you noticed, Maurice, but like people thought y'all were going to be the underdog in the ACC last year.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So I'm including me. Like I thought Louisville was going to be the underdog last year, but y'all ended up shocking everybody, and like that's something I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of a team that's going to shock the world again. Like to be able to shock the world is something I want to be a part of.
Absolutely, Mo.
Man,
How you feeling about the team after finishing spring ball?
Oh, I feel great about this team. I mean, we got a lot of like action everywhere. We use a lot of people. I've never been like I've been a part of something that uses a lot of people, but I've never been a part of like something that just uses a lot of people in the way that we do, and the way we move things around and get things done, and in a firm order is just amazing about it. So I feel really amazing about coming out of spring.
Mo, what about you?
for me, I love all the competition and love we got for each other. That that's really what helped us get far last year, to make it to the ACC championship, and we added on to that with this new team right here, building on from last year, and it's gonna take us even further this year.
Awesome, awesome. What game are you looking forward to playing the most this year, Mo? We'll go with you first on this one.
First one, the only game that matter right now.
Great answer, Don.
Me too. I've always had this motto of going 1-0. It's like a thing that I live and breathe on. It's first game, the only game that matter, and going 1-0 every week.
Absolutely. I was just going to say my high school coach, my college coach at U of L had the same philosophy. Try to go 1-0 every week. That's a great way to look at things. We have a question from Beast Mode. He wants to know, when you all are running through the gap, are you looking to truck someone, or are you looking to shift and plant a stiff arm on them? Don, we'll go with you first
Oh,
on this one.
okay. I'll go first. Me, me being the bigger guy, like people are surprised. So, I'm the type of guy that I read what you really want to do. Like I'm the type of guy that read what you want to get into. If you look like you need to be shaped, if you look like you need to be hit, then that's the type of guy. That's the type of thing I'm gonna give you. It's like an intuition thing. I feel like okay, this guy's looking for a big hit. That's what I'm gonna give him. Oh, this guy's too. He's on the back of his heels. I'm gonna give him a little jig move. So that's really how I go about it.
Mo, what about you?
I'm gonna piggyback on what Don said, really about basically on what the guy giving me, what kind of look he giving me. So basically, if it's like a small gap and there ain't no room to get through there, I'm gonna lower my shoulder, truck him like I remember on this game from Duke last year. I trucked the linebacker. I can't even remember his name, but I know I ran him over. Got 7 to 8 yards on that play through the gap, and another play versus Pitt actually. The safety came down. I had shook him, gave him a little 1-2 piece. So it all depends on what the defender giving me in order for me to make him miss.
Do you all? This is a question from me. Do you all? So big fan of the show All American. It's a show about college football players and stuff like that. Spencer James, the All American on the show, he looks for certain tells with the opposing players. He analyzes them. He can kind of tell it. And it's easier now because you got game film and stuff like that. But I could always tell when I needed playing tight end. I could always kind of tell how I was going to go around people or through them, like you all said. Do either of you all kind of look at the opponents and see, okay, I got this?
Yeah, I'll say watch the film the week before the game. We um we mainly look at linebackers, running backs, linebackers. They match up with each other. Starting off with the D line, then the linebackers, then on to the secondary. And for me, I look at how stiff they are in their hips, their size, Because for me, I'm a smaller, more shiftier, faster running back. So if I can beat you with speed or quickness, that's what I'm gonna look for because I know that's one of my strengths. And if they got bad hips and can't move side to side, then I'm gonna attack you by that.
Um, Piggybacking off what Maurice said, definitely watching film, and then a thing with me is like I like to read defenses before the play, and watching film just like that, like being able to read like okay, like when they're in a 3-2 or a 4-3 or something like that, like you're able to tell what's about to happen, what's about to go down, and it'll be easier, it'll be easy to depict where you want to go and how you want to do things.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, there's just some times where I was wanting to know, like, do you all see somebody lined up against you and you're like, oh, I got this. Like, I'm about to get this, about to break this off real quick.
100% of the time, you ain't got no confidence in yourself, you might as well not play football.
Guys, we are here on
Yeah,
the
most of the time.
502 Circle Louisville live stream with our guests tonight, Maurice Turner, Don Chaney. I'm Jeremy Wallman. Asking them some questions. We got some more questions from the chat line here. Louis J wants to know what the hardest thing is about practice. Mo, we'll let you lead this one off.
The hardest thing about practice. It's this one drill that we got with Coach Barclay. It's a band tied around the ball, and we got someone pulling on it, and we gotta like run with it, drive our legs. They get the legs burning for real, and that's right before all the team stuff. That's at the beginning of practice, so our legs start to burn before practice. That's probably the hardest part for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely agree with Maurice. I think it's that that individual. Oh man,
Coach Barkley be putting us through it.
yeah, he put us up and through there. But it's like a conditioning drill for him. Everything's like trying to get us conditioned. Like going into the team, like you do Indy and then going into the team, like in your little gas. He just want to see like what you really made of, what you really capable of when you're going through everything.
Guys, we are here once again. I want to repeat this: the thunder and lightning of this year's Louisville football team, Don Chaney Jr. and Maurice Turner. I want to send out a special thanks to my friend Peyton Siva, who decided to blow up Twitter while we're doing this. Apparently, we got a new basketball commitment during the show right now, so don't leave the show. Wait till after it, and then we'll get you caught up on that after the show. Favorite food spots in the city? Maurice, I'll let you roll on this one.
I definitely say Sapporo. I love I probably eat Sapporo on like once a week, twice a week. Me and a group of guys. I just point out one, Chris Bell. He's my roommate. I know we go there together all the time.
He was saying that like Sapporo it's weird for me to hear y'all say it because I mean I'm obviously like 20 years older than you all, and we went to Sapporo when I was at U of L, so it's like okay, that's still a thing. The places that I like to go to now though, there's a place, I don't know if y'all have ever tried it, Sake Blue. It's pretty good. It's like a hibachi. Like you sit at the table and watch them set everything on fire. It's pretty straight. And then Four Pegs. It's a barbecue spot downtown Louisville, ran by a big Louisville football fan. He actually had his own show on the Food Network this year. It's pretty tight. So if you haven't been to Four Pegs, go check that out because everything on that menu is fire. What about you? What about you, Don? I didn't mean to interrupt you there. My bad.
Man, the name of the place like always slips my mind. But if you guys know where Curito is, um, Curito is one of my favorite places. But Curito, it's right next to Curito, and they have this burger, man, and it's the most ridiculous burger I've ever tasted in my life. It's like eggs, and they got ham in it and bacon. It's like a fried egg, and I'm just sitting there like,
I'm
man.
gonna need you to figure out the name of that and then DM me. I sent you a DM
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
DM me
yeah.
and let me know because that sounds fantastic. Always in my travels, I'm looking for a good burger. I would say the best burger I've had. Not that anybody asked. BurgerFi. Do y'all know what BurgerFi is? Have y'all ever had that before?
Yeah, I've had burger fry before.
It's
I ain't had that before.
it's pretty good. It's down in Orlando, in the Orlando area. It's probably all over the place, but I had it in Orlando. Um, Let's get to some more questions. What's the hardest workout that Coach Brown has put y'all through? I guess y'all kind of already answered that though because you talked about that. Well, you talked about Chris Barkley. What about Coach Brown? What's the toughest workout that Coach Brown's put y'all through?
It's probably gonna be next Tuesday.
I don't know. I can say, see, Don haven't did this workout before, but it's a question mainly for Coach Reno, our strength coach, strength and conditioning coach. So last year when Coach Brom first came during the summer, Coach Reno for conditioning, we ran 300s like a track workout. We ran 300s and we started off with 3 reps. And the next week and so on, we would keep adding reps. Man, I'm telling you, after like the first 2 reps, your legs feel so swole, and it's hard for you to walk. And I'm already knowing we finna have to go through that again this year. But Don haven't been through it yet, so I'm gonna let him figure that out and see how it feels.
Yeah, Coach Reno was talking to me about it. So at like, man, but like in spring, like winter workouts, I'd probably say I'd probably say the Striders. I don't know why. I don't know why personally. I'd probably say the Striders are the hardest because what else do we have other than Striders?
Uh, Suicide still up.
Yeah, the Suet 15 bag, 10 bag, 5
Yeah.
bag. Yeah. Those came easy to me, but them Striders, man, it's just like something about them that just like was too smooth, and I was like, oh my god, it's killing me.
Absolutely. And
Joel,
we are at our 2 minute warning. Actually, it's about 1:30 left. Really quick, I'm gonna do the wrap up stuff, and we'll ask a couple more questions if we have time. Again, I'm Jeremy Wildman, CardinalSportsZone.com at Jeremy_CSZ. We have Maurice Turner. Maurice, can you tell them your Twitter and your socials?
my Twitter 2022 Maurice with a capital M, Instagram Maurice3Turner, and Facebook just my name.
All right, Don. What about you?
Twitter is Don Chaney1 _ FPA, and my Instagram is Don Chaney Jr. And I don't have a.
That's all you got. All right. I got you on that. Look, thank you all for taking part in the Louisville live stream on the Rave Sports app, brought to you the 502 Circle. You can catch us on Lava 55 every Thursday night at 7 p.m. All Cardinals are welcome to hop on and talk if they want to, especially if they're journalists or media majors. Sundays, just keep your notifications on. The Cardinal Sports Zone podcast is on those days. Guys, I really appreciate y'all hopping in here with us. I'm going to ask this last question if I have time. Outside of smacking the Kitty Cats in Lexington, what game? They've already answered that question, Sweets. It's the first game of the season. I'm trying to.
Let me answer real quick.
Okay.
So the last one, I got 10 seconds, but I'm gonna let the last one, Tyler, he forced me to take that picture. He said it was gonna be funny. I had no idea he was gonna post it though.
We'll see y'all later. Thank you.